What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Today what we're going to talk about is who is still available for the Arizona Cardinals to possibly land in day 2 of the NFL draft. Alright, everybody, welcome back in. Before we get started, definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. Also follow me on all my social platforms. Everything will be in the description of the video. Now let's get started here, everybody. Let's talk about the top prospects that I would love the Arizona Cardinals to possibly land, because there's still some really good prospects that slipped into the second round of the NFL draft. Now, as of right now, I know there's a lot of confusion with a lot of different picks being moved, right? Cardinals were in like 3 different transactions, and it was hard to keep track on what picks we currently have. Now, before going into the draft, we had a total of 8 picks. Now, we have a total of 7 picks. Now, obviously, we used 1 pick yesterday getting Paris Johnson Jr., so now we're left with 6 picks. So we got the 33rd overall, which is our second rounder. We got 3 third rounders, 81st, 94th, and 96th. And then we got 2 sixth rounders. We got the 180th, and then we got the 213th. Now, that doesn't mean that the Arizona Cardinals are going to stop picking talent, right? We still have the idea of the Arizona Cardinals going after undrafted, right, rookies out there. So obviously, we're going to put that list out once the Arizona Cardinals do bring that in. We usually get about 10 to 15, maybe 20 undrafted rookies coming our way, just to obviously test them out, and you never really know, you might be able to find that diamond in the rough. So let's talk about what needs the Arizona Cardinals have. I think we all are in the consensus that trenches is the #1 need for the Arizona Cardinals, whether you're thinking the defensive side or the offensive side, as well as cornerback. So I made a list of about 10 different prospects I would love the Arizona Cardinals to possibly land. So right now we're sitting at the 33rd overall spot. We got the Steelers sitting at the 32nd overall spot, and I think most Cardinal fans want this prospect, but they feel like the Steelers were going to snag him, right, before the Cardinals can get the opportunity. And that's going to be none other than cornerback Joey Porter Jr., which said to believe that he was going to be picked up in the first round, but there's a lot of cornerbacks that got slipped up and now found themselves in the second round, which I'm not hating, because that's something that we absolutely need. I think Joey Porter Jr., if he does fall to the Arizona Cardinals at the 33rd overall spot, we have to take it, because he's just a great prospect. We need cornerback, and it would be huge for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, let's continue to talk about the cornerbacks that we have on this list as well. Now, there is also something to be said about maybe because Will Levis did fall into the second round, maybe there might be a quarterback needy team that wants to get into that spot. Maybe the Cardinals might be open for, maybe get some more picks. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. So maybe that might be a possibility as well. So we'll see. Let's continue to talk about cornerbacks. Kelee Ringo. Love it. He slipped into the second round, which at one point he was said to be a first rounder, but towards the end, like the last 2 or 3 weeks, maybe about a month or so, he was slipping into the second round. But I would love the idea of maybe getting Kelee Ringo if the Arizona Cardinals decide to trade back and he's still there. Obviously, Joey Porter Jr. is my #1 cornerback for the cornerbacks that are still available. But Kelee Ringo, obviously, also DJ Turner. I feel like DJ Turner can be available maybe in the 3rd round for the Arizona Cardinals, but that would be a really good prospect for the Arizona Cardinals to land. Cam Smith. He's up there with me with Joey Porter Jr. Obviously, Joey Porter Jr. is right here, and then Cam Smith is right here. So let's say, for example, the Cardinals do decide to trade back in that second round. Cam Smith would be huge. I think that would be an awesome prospect for the Arizona Cardinals to possibly land. Next cornerback on my list is Garrett Williams, cornerback out of Syracuse. We've done multiple different mock drafts, and I mocked him over to the Arizona Cardinals because I love his talent. I love what he brings, and that would be huge for the Arizona Cardinals. So we got a total of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different cornerbacks the Arizona Cardinals can possibly land. Now, I think in the second round to the 3rd round, we're going to start seeing a lot of cornerbacks getting plucked. So we need to play this out perfectly. If we land Joey Porter Jr., great. That would be ideal. But I know there's a lot of people that really fear that the Steelers are going to go after him in the very first pick in the second round. So those are the cornerbacks I really like. Let's talk about the outside linebacker, and I only have one player out there, and it's BJ Ojulari. I think he's a great prospect. I believe he plays out of LSU, or he's coming out of LSU. A great prospect for the Arizona Cardinals to possibly land. Yes, we didn't get Will Anderson Jr., but great prospect. I think it's great that he ended up falling, at least for the Arizona Cardinals. Not great for him, but for the Cardinals. So he's the only outside linebacker that I have on my list for the top 10. Now, let's talk about centers and then guards. First, let's talk about center. John Michael Schmitz. I don't know if the Cardinals are as interested as Cardinal fans are interested in him, but he can be an awesome asset for the Arizona Cardinals to possibly land. And then Luke Whippler. People are saying that he's the best center coming out of this year's draft, but it seems like to be a three-way going when it comes down to the centers. It's either John Michael Schmitz, Luke Whippler, as well as Joe Tippmann. Those seem to be the top three centers. As long as the Arizona Cardinals can pick either John Michael Schmitz or Luke Whippler, and I mean, I wouldn't be mad at Joe Tippmann either, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be mad at it, but we need center, y'all, and it's very crucial to find out who's going to be center because, let's be honest, Roddy Hudson ain't coming back, and we need somebody to continue to protect Kyler Murray. So those are my centers that I'm really kind of looking forward to for the Arizona Cardinals to possibly land. And then we got the elephant in the room, right? Continuing to help out that offensive line. We got some guards, and we got some good guards still available. O'Cyrus Torrence, guard, is still available. People were mocking him to leave in the late first round, and he's available for the Arizona Cardinals. So that would be a huge pick up in terms of the early second round for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I have another one that a lot of people love, but I do believe we can get maybe in the third round. And I'm talking about our 81st, the 94th, or the 96th pick. And that's going to be guard Chandler Zavala. If we pick him up, that's sneaky good. That's sneaky good here for the Arizona Cardinals. But it seems like what we're really looking for in this, obviously this year's draft, we got some capital to obviously spend for next year. But this year, trenches. Trenches is number one, right? Offensively or defensively, I think we can't go wrong any which way. I think that would be absolutely huge. Now, cornerback is also a big need for the Arizona Cardinals as well. And I gave you guys 5 different cornerbacks for the Arizona Cardinals can possibly land. Is there anybody else that you guys want that I didn't mention here on this list? Let me know, everybody. Put it on the comments below. I appreciate you guys for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day and go Cards.